All right, let's see if this is real chicken or scam chicken.
Come on.
If you could say a message to the CEO of Raising Cane's, what would you say?
Hey, thank you for the chicken. You fed a lot of hungry people tonight.
I guess big dogs gotta eat. Is that necessary for, is that your fork or what is that for chicken? Whoa! I'm gonna see if punch chicken tastes any different. Actually, this is my first time eating Raising Cane's. No fucking diddy. Oh, that is a chicken tender.
Freaking tastes good, don't it?
Ooh, and we got the tan too, people.
I had something to change around with the car because it went grabbing, what is it, the CVV, but we had the code to change that shit around, take care of that. Alright, best of the page ready to go? Yeah, I'm finna, once this nigga wake up, motherfuckers probably gonna get this sent out on today or tomorrow. I'm gonna give his ass a call, wake his ass up.
So, the guy that's sleeping, what role does he play? The guy that's gonna wake up?
So, the guy that sleeps plays a very important role. He's the one that's do send-outs. Basically, I can't get into too much detail, but he does send-outs for banks and we're able to access logs that way. Best I can describe it is it's a message coming to your phone.
Okay. How hard is it to get your hands on this type of paper?
Easy. You can get it. Anybody can get paper like that.
What does it take for this to be legit? Like, is this a tough part of the puzzle, or is this pretty easy part of the puzzle?
One of the easiest parts anybody has access to it.
How many hours a week do you think you work doing this?
I still have fun. I still carry on life. It's probably gonna take hours out of the week. I'll probably save maybe like 10, 15 hours altogether. Most shit is fast.
What makes someone good at this?
Connection. The more connections you have, the person has something for everything in every field, because there's not just one type of scam to be rich.
Does this profession make you nervous?
No.
Is it risky?
Yeah, for sure. Can't be nervous though.
What's your philosophy on life?
The world is mine. Have fun while you're young.
Is it hard to keep this on the hush? If you're busting big plays, is it hard not to flex it or to talk about it?
Definitely. I'd say that's one of the things. Now I'm getting to the point where I've been doing it for and I don't care anymore. You know, I do it so like I won't even post.
What's your specialty?
Have different specialties. You always level up, so I can't say I have like one good specialty, but I can do anything that I want. That's another thing. I think my good specialty is I can figure out whatever I want to learn. Anything.
Were you good at school?
Yeah, I was good at school.
Did you like school?
Yeah, school was fun.
What do you call yourself?
Baby J.
What's your specialty?
I'm good at talking, really. He's good at talking. You feel me? Everybody play different roles. So this is one of my guys right here. He might come to you, ask you a couple questions, or you'll get mad. But basically, this right here is a check that I cooked up. This is like a real check that I made a copy of basically. So let me try to show you. This would look like original, and this would look like now. Exact same thing, exactly. And this right here, the way that I'm doing it, a lot of people don't know how to do it this way.
Check fraud. Printing out fake checks, cashing them at a bank.
What normally happens isn't that the person who's doing the fraud is the one cashing it in. Usually they get some unsuspecting person, oh, I can make you a lot of money, and so they write the check to that person. So there's a middle guy in between, and it's usually the person that's unsuspecting, not thinking that it's a fraudulent check, and all of a sudden they go to the bank and they try to get the cash. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's usually the unsuspecting person, not the person who's behind the scheme.
A check fraud is a complicated situation because one of the biggest ways that you can protect yourself is go to the actual post office itself and mail the check. And I would prefer that you don't even mail checks. I really don't think you should be at this point. It has all your information on it. The more space and more distance you have in terms of the transit that needs to occur with that check, the more risk you're gonna have. What is the penalty for printing fake checks?
It depends upon the loss amount, typically. If it's, and usually it's a felony because it's forgery and theft by swindle. And so if it's under $2,500, it's probation. Each check becomes a felony count in and of itself, and you get enough of those, it can ultimately be a prison sentence. It really does depend upon the value that we're looking at.
And what can this play be worth?
This one right here was $5,400.
That's a lot of money.
Mm-hmm. It's a piece of paper.
This is just making up a check?
Yeah, it's just me making them.
So you can make any amount you wanted?
Yeah, any amount you want.
Is it going to come out of here?
Yeah, I would imagine.
The bigger you go, the more potential.
Yeah, once you touch that 10K mark, any scam over 10,000 is where it's serious. That's when it gets serious for real. Check forgery isn't so high of a crime.
How much does this printer cost?
Roughly about like 500.
It's crazy that a $500 printer can turn into thousands and thousands of dollars. They say money doesn't grow on trees, but you guys are kind of making it look like it does. Someone got the original or a copy of a real check, sold it to you online, and you're printing out that version?
Either that or somebody in mailboxes. Yeah, so it's two common ways to get a check. You can break a mailbox, or there's keys. You can look it up. You can probably find clips of people robbing mailmans to get keys.
In regard to mail carriers, there's been a lot of violence towards them. There's been a lot of robbing of mail carriers and taking the keys that they use in order to open up mailboxes. And there's been all this money put towards these digital defense mechanisms and these electronic keys to use, but that still doesn't necessarily protect the mail carrier themselves. But this applies to everyone. In terms of protecting yourself generally, it's all about not having patterns. For the mail carrier, if you're on a route, just like if I was on a patrol route, if I had the same patrol route, same time, same place, every single day, it's easy for that patrol route to be intercepted. Change and vary your patterns. It's called force protection.
What about when someone hits a mail truck, steals the mail keys, and steals checks that way?
Bye-bye. In other words, that's usually done on an inside job basis. Because who's going to steal a mail truck? And know that there are going to be checks on that truck? Probably not too many.
Which is the most risky part of this puzzle?
I say out of all of them, the risky part, 9 times out of 10, you guess the most riskiest part who has the most important role in this particular style is the person who's getting the checks.
So, when you scamming, it's not always like somebody's always we're always the villains. Like, we also helping people. Because we split the money that
the money we never just running off.
We split it 50-50 with them. Just now, right now, look what happened.
Someone just said, I swear I got evicted, I gotta get back on my feet, and you said, I got you, cuz. Send me ID. Someone's sending you their bank
right now, this is right now, look at the time. This is today, look, this is today.
Some people actually need help, so it's like
I
sometimes.
know people to this day that bring me other people's accounts.
You see how real this look? If you're a big teller, we'll put that up to the sky, you'll see like, you see me?
Like, this is a real one.
This is a real check. Someone can cash this and then get paid for it right now. Actually, they are. Y'all finna see it today.
We can only fit so much into a YouTube video. All of this will be available at Patreon only. Highly recommend you check that out. Link is in the description.